Welcome to the Risk Never Sleeps podcast, in which we learn about the people that are on the front lines protecting patient safety and delivering patient care. I'm Ed Gaudet, the host of our program, and today I am pleased to be joined by Caitlyn Krebs at Nalu Bio, CEO and founder, co-founder?
CEO and co-founder, yes.
Co-founder,
Thank you,
yeah.
Ed. Pleasure
Welcome.
to be here. Yeah, really excited
How was your
to be it.
Thanksgiving?
It was great. It was full of lots of pie and family.
Nice.
So how about yours?
Yeah, it was weird this year. We typically host, and we only had 4 people, so I guess
Okay.
we're not good hosts. I don't know. But we had plenty of leftovers, which was great
Oh,
up
good. Oh,
up
good.
until day 4. Then it was like too much. So
Any Thanksgiving sandwiches? That's my husband's
yeah.
favorite.
Oh, you have to make the Thanksgiving with that soft white bun that you only get
Yes.
on Thanksgiving,
Yes.
like the
Yeah.
Hawaiian buns.
The Hawaiian rolls, that's right. They're
Yeah,
delicious.
there we go. Now I
Yes.
understand you're from the Big Island.
I am. I was born and raised on the Big Island of Hawaii. Absolutely love it. I'm obviously not Hawaiian, or maybe you can tell, but I'm a haole. Haole means foreigner in Hawaiian. So I'm a
Oh,
haole, but born and raised there.
okay. And parents in the military, or?
Parents weren't in the military. They were hippies in the 70s who went to visit some family friends, fell in love with it, and
My type of people. They probably were at the
yes,
Dead Show in 1972. They're
probably. Yes.
you should
Yeah,
ask
for
them.
sure. I
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
I'll
Cool,
ask.
cool. Yeah, well, we got to do, since we brought them up, we got to do a shout out to the Grateful,
Oh,
the
there
old
we
Grateful Dead.
go.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. So Nalu, what does that mean in Hawaiian?
So Nalu means either it's a wave, it either
Oh,
is a wave or go with the flow. And
oh,
so since we are focused on the endocannabinoid system and kind of homeostasis and going with the flow, I thought it was very, very fitting.
you're gonna have to explain that because
I
all I
will.
see is
I will.
cannabis in that word. So I don't.
Yeah.
Is it?
No,
Is it?
no,
It's no
no, can't,
connection.
no. Well, cannabis or the plant binds to this receptor
Oh,
system in your body called the endocannabinoid system.
okay.
But your body actually makes 2 internal cannabinoids, and one is called anandamide, and in Sanskrit that means bliss. So it
Oh,
makes you happy. So this is the system that kind of keeps you happy and healthy.
I like this. Can I
Yeah.
get on this or not?
Yeah, absolutely. We're developing therapeutics, pain
Okay.
therapeutics. If you need some
Oh,
pain
oh,
therapeutics,
I do. Who
uh,
doesn't? Who doesn't
that's
need
right. That's right. That's right. So
Yeah.
non-opioid, non-opioid,
Now,
non-addictive.
pill or
Yeah. So
cream
oral,
or
no, an oral
or okay.
formulation. So a pill.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard good things
absolutely.
about things like this that help old people like myself.
Yes. Yeah. But you're not old. We're still
Well,
middle-aged,
I
right? I think
guess.
we're
I
considered
hope so.
middle-aged. Yeah.
In my head, I
Cool.
am. I'm still 18 in my head. So,
Me too. Me too. I still think I
are
look
you?
like 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Oh, no. We're going to come back to that. All right.
That's all right.
Let's start off with sharing a little bit about your current role, your organization with listeners.
Sure. So, as the CEO and co-founder of Nalu Bio, we are focused on leveraging this system you probably never heard of called the endocannabinoid system. And so we're developing non-addictive, non-hormonal therapeutics for pain, inflammation, and in women's health, a condition called endometriosis.
Oh, my
So,
daughters have that.
yes, it
Ah,
is a terrible,
yes.
painful, huge unmet medical need. Women, it's
Awful.
a terrible disease. It's awful. So as you probably know, your girls, depending on when they were diagnosed, they start off on birth control, then they go to NSAIDs, they go to opioids. If those don't work, they go to hormonal therapies. And then I'm guessing young women, girls, daughters, they end up in what they call chemical menopause, early menopause in their 20s and 30s on these hormonal therapies. It's terrible.
Yeah, and of course we got sucked into this trial with Lupron. So I'm sure you probably are familiar with that
Yes,
and what
very
that can
familiar.
do to people.
Yeah, the side effects of these therapeutics are not,
Not
they're
good.
intolerable, I would say.
Yeah.
And so that's our goal. That's our dream. There's 200 million women worldwide, like your
Mm.
daughters, who suffer from endometriosis. And we're developing therapeutics that bind to these receptors in your body that are part of the endocannabinoid system. We call it the ECS, the endocannabinoid system. And our results have been really promising. So preclinical results so far have shown they're as good as opioids, our therapeutics, as good as NSAIDs like an Advil or a Tylenol. And they also, as you may know, in endometriosis, you have these lesions that are growing in your abdomen and they shrink the lesions. So this would be a first-in-class, game-changing therapeutic if it's as good as opioids, NSAIDs, and actually modified the disease.
Yeah. Wow, this is exciting. And where are you in the stage of development and bringing to market?
So we're preclinical.
Okay.
We're preparing for basically an IND, an initial drug application to the FDA, and then looking to run our phase 1 safety studies in men and women, actually, initially, to show. So cannabinoids, the naturally occurring cannabinoids that you're familiar with, are very safe. People have been using them for 3,000 years. And so that was really the impetus. One of my kind of friends, long-term mentors, reached out to me. We started basically discovering and learning about the endocannabinoid system. And people have been taking cannabinoids for 3,000 years. They're safe. They work for pain. They work for inflammation. So why not make them better? Why not create them through chemistry, make them better drugs, and get them out to the world? So that's really our mission, is really to solve for large unmet medical needs in women's health and in pain.
You had some type of temporal constraint? Do you make them time lapsed or?
So it's most likely, depending on the severity of the pain, a daily pill that you would take, oral formulation as a pill.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right.
And we've done this all through AI as well. So we've developed what we call a generative AI platform. So we feed this platform, again, it's a computer model, with chemical compounds, new chemical entities that we know bind to these receptors. The AI then changes the chemistry to make them better drugs so that they bind better to the receptors. You absorb them in your body better. And then we actually make them through chemistry and then put them into kind of a traditional drug development. So one of our lead compounds for pain and inflammation is completely generated through AI. So this model has created this new chemical entity much faster, much more cost effective, and so far in animals is very effective.
Now, do you bind them to the T receptor or?
The receptor is called CB1 and CB2. So 2 receptors, they're part of the endocannabinoid system. And so we can actually model how these molecules bind to those receptors in your body and select the best ones, prioritize them, and then make them through chemistry.
Do you think you'll ever inoculate against this?
Inoculate against endometriosis?
Yeah.
I would love to, but it's a very complex inflammatory chronic disease. And so to inoculate against something like a chronic disease, it's possible, but very challenging. So our compounds have shown to be disease modifying, where they shrink the lesions. So you could take them as a preventative solution. So a lot of women, I don't know if your daughters have had surgery to remove these lesions, but that is one very standard care. About 50% of women have surgery. And so if they have the lesions removed, you could then take our therapeutics and stop the lesions from growing. It stops the progression of the lesions.
Interesting.
Yes. And I believe that the endocannabinoid system is really as big as GLP-1s. So GLP-1s, right, they were made for diabetes. Then we had, they're effective for obesity. Now they're seeing cardiovascular benefits. We're seeing cognitive benefits. The endocannabinoid system is everywhere in your body, very similar to the GLP-1 class, and has so many different therapeutic potential opportunities. So that's why I get so excited about it.
Yeah, and I love the name of the company too. It sort of plays right into that.
Yes. Yeah. And my roots
done,
and my
Caitlyn.
Hawaiian roots, right?
Did you pick the name?
I did,
You
yes,
did.
with one of my co-founders. Yeah. Randall
Yeah.
and I have two
Yeah.
co-founders. Randall and I, he's great at naming, and we started thinking about
Yeah.
Hawaiian words, and that's how we
Over
came
like
up.
Szechuan chicken or something.
I know. We were actually on the phone. I was driving down Embarcadero here in the city, and we were
Yeah.
ideating. And I was, that's it, Nalu
Oh, and
Bio.
you hit the Hyatt and you're like, it's round and
That's right.
I
Hit the
love
Giant Stadium.
I
Yeah.
love the Giant Stadium. Yeah, yeah. So where are you based? Are you right in the city or?
We have an office in the Presidio.
Oh, Presidio.
So,
Yeah, nice.
yeah, still in the city proper, right near the Golden Gate Bridge.
Very nice. Yeah. The Dead played in August. Did you hear them?
Oh, no, I did
At
not.
Golden Gate.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. So I'm
Oh,
in
yeah.
I'm in pop music land, and I'm in country music. So I
Oh,
listen to a lot of the music
re
that my kids listen to.
really? Are they Taylor
So
Swift fans or
they're actually not Taylor Swift fans. No, we're
really?
not Swifties. They're
Oh,
boys.
oh, they're
They're
boys.
boys. They're
Oh, okay. Well,
boys.
there's some boys that are
There are
Swifties.
boys that
Yeah,
are into it. Yeah.
yeah.
But they're more into Morgan Wallen. I don't know if you know
I
Morgan
do.
Wallen.
Isn't that the guy
Yeah.
that threw a chair out of the?
Yes, he's not the best role model for a young male, but they love his music.
Yeah, none of these guys. Zach Bryan's another one.
No.
Although he's cleaned
Yeah.
up, I hear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Zach Brown. They also like
And
Zach Brown.
Zach Brown. Zach Brown's pretty good.
Yeah. Kenny Chesney. They like their country music. I used to hate country music, but
Yeah,
they've converted me.
country music is good.
It's all about, yeah, storytelling.
It's right. Sort of,
Yeah.
you're close to becoming a deadhead. Like it's a nice gay way to the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Country music.
Could be. Could be.
So how did you get involved in all this?
So my background, I've been in biotech and life sciences for the last 20 years. I love being on the frontier of new, basically technology and biology. So I was at a company focused on prediabetes about 20 years ago, before people believed prediabetes was a disease. They didn't think it was an issue, until you became diabetic.
Right.
Then I was at a company, an Alzheimer's prevention company. You can actually prevent Alzheimer's with diet and exercise, which people don't know. There are some large studies to show this. Cancer genomics, so early cancer detection through blood tests,
Wow.
simple blood tests. And my co-founder and I, Phyllis, started talking about CBD, the cannabinoid, and uncovered the endocannabinoid system. And I saw this list of potential therapeutic uses for cannabinoids, naturally occurring cannabinoids, and realized if we could take a pharma approach to this and make reliable, scalable therapeutics that target the same system, this could be the next GLP-1 category. And so that's what we've done, and that's what we're doing. So I'm a huge believer in the system that most people don't know anything about. So
That's exciting. And inflammation, certainly is it's a silent killer. Slow kills. It's a slow killer of life in general, but just quality of life.
it is.
And I'm sure there's a connection there with Alzheimer's as well.
Yep, there's definitely an inflammatory component in Alzheimer's. It's an endometriosis. It is really driven by chronic inflammation. Your body, the endocannabinoid system is meant to keep your body really in homeostasis. So if you have acute pain, it will kick in and help to reduce that pain. Or if you have acute inflammation, it will kick in. But when you have a disease, a chronic inflammatory disease, it's very hard for your body to manage that. So if you can add in compounds into your body that bind to some of those receptors to really support your body's internal system to fight either the pain or the inflammation, we believe that that's the best solution. So that's what we're doing.
And stuffing and turkey don't count as those.
No. I think those are going the other way. Yeah, the stuffing might be going the other way.
All right. Okay. So, interesting background. Where did you go to school?
I went to Brown University in Rhode Island.
Oh, are you from East Coast? Oh, no, you were living in
No,
Hawaii,
no,
but-
I went as far across, as far as I could.
Did you like
Yes.
Rhode Island?
I actually really liked Providence a lot.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot since I've been there. But it's a beautiful city. There's a river that runs through it, very quaint. And Brown is up on the hill, so it's really its own little bubble
Very regal.
there.
Yeah, it's
It
really.
is.
And there's Newport, of course, which is nice.
Right. Newport is gorgeous, but
Great.
the people are incredible. I really, between Hawaii and growing up in nature and appreciating science and then going
Mm,
to Brown and studying biology, that's really fostered kind of who I am today
yeah.
in the biotech industry and life sciences, and ultimately wanting to help women. Endometriosis is a terrible
Yeah.
disease, and it's really captured my heart. I mean, the stories of these women, it's unbelievable what these women have suffered through, and there's no good solution today.
It's awful. And stay away from Lupron. I think I can say that. I don't know. We, it
A
was
lot
all
of this,
we had an
yeah,
awful experience with
yeah, a
Lupron.
lot of these drugs have really
Uh,
terrible side effects. And so,
yeah.
it's the lesser of two evils. So hopefully we can develop something that you can
Mm,
take. So one of the other things that you may or may not know is endometriosis is a leading cause of infertility.
mm,
So a lot of these women who are also trying to get pregnant can't because of the
hmm.
endometriosis. And so if you can treat the endometriosis, you can help with the infertility. In fact, I was listening to a top endometriosis physician yesterday, and she said, if we could treat the endometriosis when these women are teenagers, the infertility clinics would be out of
Oh,
business.
oh, really?
PCOS,
Oh,
endometriosis, all of these things that
yeah.
affect infertility. So
I'm
we're just
familiar with
not
it
catching
all.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, that's
Yes.
great. No, that's really exciting. Yeah, no, I saw the words in the description. I was hoping we were going to go there, so I'm excited to talk to my daughters after this call. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd
I
love to
mean,
learn
it's
more. I'd love to learn more. And is it just nalubio.com or plus?
nalubio.com. That's
Okay,
exactly right. Yeah. So
great.
we are leveraging the best of technology, using AI to develop these therapeutics. We also use NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, I'm sure you're familiar with
Yes, of
them.
course. I'm a
NVIDIA,
shareholder.
oh, great. Well, we're part of their Inception program. So they
Oh,
have a number
nice.
of software tools to develop chemical
Mm,
entities,
yeah.
therapeutics. And then we also recently, partnerships are really important to us too. We also recently joined Eli Lilly has something called Tune Labs,
Mm,
where they are providing access to their machine learning and AI tools. So you can actually leverage their tools. They have some, for example, kind of like adverse events. I mean, you can look at how toxic your compounds are
mm,
or not safe they are in their model. So we're excited to be part of both NVIDIA's program and Lilly Tune Labs.
yeah. Well, yours is based on nature, right? I mean, I know you make it chemically in the lab, but it's
Ours actually were inspired by nature, but we actually changed those natural molecules
oh, you
because
do.
we
Oh,
do. The naturally occurring cannabinoids like CBD, they're actually terrible. They're poor drugs. Your
ah,
body doesn't absorb them. You have to take a lot of them to actually get the active effect
I can
of.
attest to that.
Yes, right. So a lot of people complain about CBD. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
So we are improving on nature. So these are
Nice.
completely kind of inspired by nature, but completely different and
Well,
new.
I'm looking forward to following you. So let's get a little personal.
Sure.
You can go back in time and tell your 20-year-old self one thing. What would it be?
I would say telling my 20-year-old self that building deep relationships, partnerships, ultimately building out your network is probably the most valuable thing you can do.
Hmm. Yeah.
My co-founder, for example, I've known her for 15 years. She was actually a board member at one of the companies I worked with. 50, fast forward 10 years, we started a company together. Another gentleman, Tom Patterson. I was actually in AI and ML, more machine learning, about 20 years ago at a company called Intellos.
Ah,
We were building mechanistic models of biology and computers. We had virtual patients at the time.
hmm.
And Tom is now an advisor to us, to me at Nalu Bio. And so it's all full circle. It's really about building deep relationships and partnerships that will serve you throughout your life, personally and professionally.
I love that answer. I think that's a new answer too for that question.
Oh, okay.
Which
All
seems like
right.
an obvious one.
All right.
I was telling someone that the other day as they were looking for a job. I said the most important thing you can do is start building your network now.
That's right.
Don't
That's right.
wait. And there's so many
Yeah.
tools now. Back when we were doing it, you literally had to do it the hard way. Go to these
Yeah.
mixers and
Right. And I like take it one step further and, really like the deep relationships, right? Where you actually know the person and you like
Yeah.
them and you want to have a beer with them and you want to spend time with them and you
Yeah.
trust them.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah. And trust is so hard to develop and it's so fragile, isn't it?
It is. I think it really takes. There's a woman, Carol Robin. She teaches a class at Stanford's business school called Touchy Feely. And it's all about basically building deeper relationships. And to build trust, you have to disclose information, right, about yourself. And the more you disclose, the more you get back. So I try to practice that both in my personal life and professional life as well with my team members, really making sure that they feel comfort, right, in order to disclose so that you trust each other to build that trust.
Yeah, make yourself vulnerable.
That's
Put
right.
yourself out there.
That's right.
Exactly. I've been doing that all my life. And sometimes it works. Oftentimes I always find too that there's people that like are reticent to share or they actually penalize you for sharing too much. Have you witnessed that or experienced that?
I have, and I think they're just uncomfortable. I think, I think they're just uncomfortable in their skin.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I'm okay with oversharers.
Me too.
I appreciate that side.
Oh, good. All right. Well, we're gonna go deep with the questions then. What's the riskiest thing you've ever done? This is the Risk Never Sleeps podcast, so I got to ask you this.
The riskiest thing I've ever done is start a company, start Nalu Bio. It is challenging. It is very risky. I would do it all over again, and I like to take risks, but I would say it's probably the riskiest thing.
It is. All right. What about physical? Ride a motorcycle?
Oh, physical.
Jump out of a plane?
I do like a lot of active sports. I'm very athletic. I do CrossFit. I swim in the bay. I swam in the bay this morning. 56 degrees in my bathing suit, no wetsuit. Maybe is that risky?
Crazy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bump up against the seal and then maybe a great
see a lot of seals. See a lot of seals.
That's not good. You don't want to see seals.
I know you don't. I haven't seen any great whites, not yet, but we're actually a little protected.
Them, unfortunately, until
I know.
It's too late.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I actually love swimming in the bay. It is really, and interestingly enough, I love to run.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone talks about the runner's high, the endorphins that you get and you feel great. It's actually not endorphins. It's your endocannabinoids. It's anandamide and 2-AG that are causing that happy, elated state.
Yeah.
So most people don't know that. So I was thinking about it as I'm running. My endocannabinoid system is kicking in.
Geez, I wish I'd known that years ago.
Yeah. People still, we're all still learning about it.
I love it. I forgot the next question.
No.
I was going to say, you sound like a child of the hippies.
I am. I definitely am.
We're swimming in the bay.
That's right.
That's
right. Crazy. It's a Hawaiian roots.
I love it.
I love nature.
Yeah. All right. So if you could change one decision you made in your life, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good question. I've introduced it recently to the podcast, and then people say, "Oh, I don't regret anything." It's like, well, that's not the question. Like, of course you don't. But you can always go back. It could be anything. Like somebody said, I put milk in a microwave once. I'll never do that again. That's fair.
I had the opportunity to live abroad with my husband before we had kids, and we chose not to. To Singapore, and I wish we had done that. I've never lived abroad, and I could still do it, but yeah, I would have gone back and moved to Singapore for a year or two.
What's the nicest place you've ever visited? Coming from Hawaii too, this is a big bar.
So what do you mean by nice?
Well, like for you, whatever nice means to you, like the place that you love the most that's not home, where you've traveled to.
That's a hard question for me.
That must mean you travel a lot, or you don't travel at all.
I do. No, I do. I travel quite a bit. Right. We're going to India, actually, this Christmas with my family.
Of course you are.
So I'm excited about that.
Where? Where though?
We're going to Delhi, Jaipur, and then we're going to go see the Taj Mahal.
Oh, okay. Because there's a hippie commune in India.
I'm not going to do
Goya, I think it's called. Goya.
It's called. Oh my gosh! It starts with a G. You're close.
GAO, I think, or is it
Goa? Yes, Goa. No, I've heard great things about Goa, India. The beaches are supposed to be really nice.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I've traveled to many beaches, and Hawaii still has the most beautiful beaches, I
Really?
believe. Yes.
Yeah.
White sand, warm water, clear, you can snorkel.
And you went
Um,
like 6 hours?
6 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
6 hours to
Did you
Hawaii.
get back?
We do. We go back once a year,
Nice.
have a family reunion. I still have a bunch of family members there with their kids and little kids, so
Oh,
it's really nice.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you live in San Francisco. That's my favorite city in the world.
Yeah, San Francisco is the Bay Area in general,
Ah,
right?
North
It's
Beach, City
North Beach.
Lights
Yeah.
bookstore. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you know
Specs. Did you
well.
ever go to Specs?
No, where's
Oh,
Specs?
all right. I get to teach you something.
I
This
don't
is
think I
great.
know Specs.
Specs is a little dive bar.
Sure.
So you know Vesuvio, probably.
I know
Everyone
Vesuvio,
knows
yeah, in
Vesuvio.
Northwood. Yep.
Across the street, down an
Okay.
alley, is a little bar called Specs, and it's where
Huh.
everyone says all the poets hung out in Vesuvio. Actually, all the poets really hung out in Specs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll have to go.
Specs is quite the experience. Utah,
Oh,
you ever go to the Hotel Utah?
yeah, no Hotel Utah. Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
ever been to the final bar? It was the final bar before coming back into the Presidio, so you couldn't drink anymore. So it was
No,
like the last stop.
no.
I
I
live
think
not
I've heard
far,
of that
yeah,
though.
from the final. Very
Yeah.
traditional,
Bottom of the
fun
hill,
bar.
bottom of
Bottom of
the.
the hill.
Yeah,
Bottom
you
of the
been
hill.
there?
Yep.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
bands. See some really
Yeah.
good bands there. All right, you're on a desert island. You could bring 5 records with you. What would they be?
Ooh, 5 records.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would be bringing some Morgan Wallen right now.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
I think I would. I also like Cyndi Lauper back to my,
Oh, yes. Did you
80s,
see her
right?
recently on TV? She had like a
No,
yeah, she had like a
no.
special. It was incredible. She's incredible.
Oh, she's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's incredible. I also, my Hawaiian roots, I like a lot of reggae, Bob Marley. I'd bring some reggae
Oh, all
for
right.
sure.
I'll be on your
Um,
island. I love
all right,
Bob
all
Marley.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else would I bring? I might bring some more pop, some Imagine Dragons, some more courage.
Now you're showing your age.
That's right. That's right. I've got a mix. Cyndi Lauper to Imagine Dragons.
How about Clay Stray something or other? I forget the name of it. My daughter's gonna kill me. Clay Stray.
Oh,
Do you know
I
them?
don't know
They,
them. No.
red Clay Stray, I think it's called.
No, okay, I'm not that hip.
I can't believe I'm doing this. No, you will like them. You will like them, damn it. Red Clay Strays.
Red Clay Strays? No,
Yeah.
I don't know this band.
Check them out. Do you like Noah Khan?
I do.
Do
Yes.
you
Yeah.
like Zach Bryan?
I like Zach
You're
Bryan.
gonna
I like
you're gonna like
Zach
their
Bryan. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
check out the Red Clay Strays.
Red Clay
Yeah.
Strays. All right.
Yeah. You'll like them, I think. It's that sort of that alternative country sound.
Mhm.
A little like Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, I like Chris Stapleton a
Oh,
lot. I like
then
Chris Stapleton Radio is one of my favorites to listen to.
you
Yeah.
probably have heard them then.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure they're
probably
on.
have.
Yeah, there you go.
So, okay.
Excellent.
Thank you. Great recommendation.
All right. Couple last questions. Any advice to graduates coming into the workforce these days that want to get into healthcare, that want to get into biotech?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really great industry to get into as someone coming out of college. You end up working usually in the lab, right? But really, I think appreciating the science, but also learning the business side as well. So I started off my career in business development and corporate development, doing deals and partnerships. But I would learn the science so that you can get in. You really need to understand or at least appreciate and have curiosity for the science. But it's a great industry, lots of jobs, lots of companies, small companies, large pharmaceutical companies,
Right.
and it's a good training ground as well for young
Good.
folks.
Good. So
So
learn the science,
learn the science.
find what you're passionate about, but if it's science, great. If it's not, learn the science.
Yeah.
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 Which is, that's
And then
good
there's
advice.
there's business opportunities in biotech as well. So
Yeah. Which is really sort of the advice to anybody going into any job or profession. Like, learn the product. Whatever that
correct.
company builds or sells, like if you're not directly involved, learn it. Because ultimately, that's what you do. You sell a product or a service.
And you want to be passionate about it too,
Yes,
right?
that's
If
right.
you can find a product, a space, like for me, women's health and endometriosis, find an area that you're really passionate about because that makes it so much more
It does.
meaningful and mission driven, and you can stick with it. And biotech, life sciences is a marathon. It is not a sprint.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to develop, 10 years really to develop a therapeutic. So if you're getting into life sciences, know that you're in it. You're in it for the patients. You're in it to really help people.
And if you're a speculator on the market, don't panic when their stock goes down because I have plenty of stories.
Yes. Sometimes it's a 0 and 1 game. Either it does very well or it doesn't. There's not much in between.
It is.
Yeah.
But be patient because if they're onto something, it'll pay off.
That's right.
Right?
That's exactly right. Yeah. I mean, Lilly is now $1 trillion company.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Right. So it pays off.
They were pre-market.
That's right. That's exactly right. They were where we are. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for you. Good luck.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
Congratulations on your journey. This has been terrific. Appreciate your time. Thanks for joining the podcast.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Ed Gaudet from the Risk Never Sleeps podcast. If you're on the front lines protecting patient safety and delivering patient care, remember to stay vigilant because risk never sleeps.